What's up, Internet? Starting nice and late tonight, today, tomorrow. Uh, Better late than never. Um, you gotta keep at it. It's, Let me sound check real quick. um, just gonna get some work done. I got my game coming up later today, technically. I had a, how do I say it? Like, I got up early and I was like, cool, I'm awesome. Everything's great. I'm gonna get up early. I'm gonna do early stuff. And I did some early stuff, and then I was like, man, my eyes are tired. I didn't sleep enough. So I took my old man nap, and, now it's time to do something else. Um, maybe I feel good, so maybe I can, like, be cathermal. I'm being cathermal. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce that word, but um, that should be close enough. And it's a word that I learned recently, and I'm try to add it to my vocabulary. Um, this I don't want these to be the same color as the teeth anymore. They should be made out of a different material than the teeth. They could be bone like antlers, but I think if they were horns, like his nails. So like deer have they have hooves, and their hooves are made of their hooves are made out of the same things as fingernails, right? Like rhino horns. But their antlers, I had to look this up, are made out of bone. Um, and I think for some reason I would just prefer if these were made out of fingernail stuff. Create. It's not creatine, is it? It's not. It's crit. I can't remember what it's called, man. But anyway, I figure it'll make it look a little bit more sinister. Um, when we do the eyes, I it's gonna make it look a little goofier, right? And this is Yuli Copter's drawing, and he wanted goofy, but I wanted sinister, and damn it, what I want matters more. So fine, you'll get your goofy, but also I'm gonna get my sinister. Um, Left-handedness over here. Um, yeah, I don't have to do everything you tell me, jerk. But anyway, while I'm while I'm humiliating, while I'm humiliating, go ahead and remind you guys, I got a surprise for that sucker tomorrow. Um, in the AVMVP campaign, which is based on the AVP universe, right? Um, he's in for a doozy, and I've been prepping. So, if if you've watched, I don't actually prep uh, for my campaigns, so to speak. Like there's prep involved. There's prep involved. That's for sure. Uh, but Being the creator of my own TTRPG, um, I have an advantage in that I've already done most of the work I need to, right? Um, the think about think about how this sounds. I mean, this is amazing. The the system that I wrote is tailored to my needs, and my needs is that um, I need to run all sorts of different campaigns. That's a pretty awesome self endorsement, right? Um, I I can run basically anything I want, and it's tailored to my style of running it. And my style's the best style, so that makes it the best system, clearly. If you guys want to be early adopters, let me know. You can start supporting now, and you'll have access to the game and support from me. So it's actually a pretty good deal. Um, especially if you want to run stuff online to showcase the game. Right now, the game is nearly complete. The only thing is, I need to do the artwork for it. Right? That's what we. That's what our next move is. We'd be doing it already, probably, if it wasn't for this damn thing. Thanks again, Yuli. What a mega jerk. Some guys, some guys, man. Um, so the game is based in the AVP universe. There's I always have to caveat this because the AVP universe is fragmented and inconsistent at best of times. AVP using canon, yes, it is. It absolutely is. Shut the hell up, Ridley Scott. You don't know anything. You're the dumbest dumb there is. Um, and I say that because everybody's using everybody in the movie universe treats AVP like canon, and then Alien fanboys still come out and say AVP is not canon when it's like, well, all your movies keep making it so. Like, maybe the Alien movies don't reference Predator movies, but guess what? They reference the AVP movies. And and the AVP movies reference the Predator movies. So guess what? Like, sorry that bothers you, but they're canon. And the canon in the movies is garbage. Right? I'm going to use the best canon that I have, the one with the most fun things in it, and that's not the movie canon. Um, that's the comic book canon, clearly. Um, right? The comic books have all sorts of crazy, amazing, cool stories. So, um, even the novels, it's so stupid. Like, oh, the predators were a slave race and they overtook their enslavers, and they took all their technology. Dude, that does not work. That it like it's such a stupid origin that it must be ignored. And this is one of the novelization things, and I don't know if they've accepted it as canon in the comic books, but either way, it makes absolutely no sense. So it's ignored in the campaign. And the reason if you knew anything about about the way real life works, anytime you get a um, well, even in human civilization, if you adopt the technology of a more advanced civilization, the maintenance the maintenance uptake of that technology instantly decays. It's not sustainable. Uh, and we have examples of that here on good old planet Earth, where there's a reason the AK-47 is ubiquitous, and uh, these low tech civilizations can't couldn't maintain couldn't even maintain an M16, let alone something like a Black Hawk helicopter, you know? And we're expected to believe that a slave race suddenly, oh, they know how to use the technology and they can even improve on it slightly, but they don't actually know how to. It's like absolutely ridiculous. How stupid. How incredibly stupid. Makes no sense whatsoever. The words, um, they say write what you know. And clearly these writers know absolutely nothing. So that whole thing about like the Yautja being slaves and taking over their how did the mask fit them? Like none of it makes any sense. Like it's so dumb. Um it's incredibly dumb. How do they get a hunting culture out of slavehood? Like the culture is 100% the hunt, but their origin is slavehood. So why isn't it like why aren't they freedom fighters? Why don't they like where do they get the value of hunting? It doesn't make any sense. Oh my god, I'm enraging myself. It's just so stupid. So incredibly stupid. Uh so anyway, certain parts of the canon are ignored because they don't make any sense. They're dumb. The old canon was better. That's what we're using. I think I've said enough about that. I could go on and on and on, right? Um, but man, that's so dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway, so the canon is what it is because again, it's what's most fun. So unfortunately, it's my universe, my version, my fanfic. If you want to be condescending about it, but um, if you take into account that I'm just not doing all the stupid stuff, then maybe you can live with that. I was going on about this for a reason. Right. So I've got something in store for the Yuli copter. I've got something. I got something for you. Um, man, I can't say. I can't say. Uh, Yuli copter, if you're watching, you have to tell me. You have to tell me. You have to tell me. That'll ruin the surprise for you. But no, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Just in case he is. I don't know. I don't think he's asleep right now. I think he might be up and moving. Which color did I use for that? It has to be this, right? Okay. I don't like how this looks, so we're just gonna change it. Um, we are going to take a little out of this. This doesn't look right. That looks a little better. I don't like the well-defined sections. I think they should be. I think this is small enough that it should be. It should kind of be lost in detail. There we go. It looks better already. It was too cartoonish. The whole like cartoonish vibe of it is kind of taking over for me, right? And pushing me to do things that I wouldn't didn't really want to do. But this I think looks better already. I'll just tone this down. Just tone this all down. Um, that does look better. Oh, did it wrong there. Let's take that back. Yeah, maybe we'll add some more texture. Yeah, and notice this part of the this less detailed part looks better than this more detailed part. It was too whatever. Oh, so I've been doing some, more research and actually preparing. Right, that's where this started. I don't normally prepare for games, right? So I've front loaded all my work, and I do like I create systems for myself that I can then use to where the game basically runs itself. I like more like the storyteller role. And I get to add challenges for myself. The monster generator that I made for this campaign has been working brilliantly in that respect. Um, it tells me what to do. It's all I really need. I already know what the campaign is, but now we're getting into story, a story arc. Now we have something to worry about, and I have to research the parts that I want to include in the next mission. So that's what I've been doing. If you're watching, you got to tell me in case I say something. What is this? Oh, I wonder if I can use swamp grass for this. Maybe if I make it real. No, it's going to look dumb, isn't it? It's going to probably look real dumb. Which color did I want for this? Guys, if you make a metal band and you only play power ballads, you're not a metal band. I can't think of a single power ballad band that's actually any good. Just cut it out, man. Just go away. Um, for shame. You should know that the power ballad only has any power when compared to a powerful song. It loses all meaning if you only do power ballads. They quickly become garbage. Stamp grass. Don't need it that small. There we go. There we go. I don't know, man. Some of these people are sick. They write some really stupid stuff. No, like I got to live with it. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Um, Especially if you're going to be that dumb. Like, how do you even write something so stupid? I'm really mad about that so-called origin. Oh, the other thing. That Tell me if this makes any sense. Tell me if this makes any sense whatsoever, because I can't figure it. We're part of a slave race, right? And we take over a planet. We take over a planet on which we are enslaved, and we decide to rename the planet, right? Because it first off, it wouldn't make sense if the planet was already named after the slaves. I mean, does that make sense? Does that make sense to you? Was it Yautja Prime before they had their upheaval and uh, overcame their masters? Would that make any sense to you? I don't think so. So it wasn't called Yautja Prime before, right? So now we take it over and we decide to call it Yautja Prime. Why wouldn't we just rename it Yautja? Yautja Prime implies that there's other planets and this is the first one. How is this the first one if we were chattel slavery here or something? It doesn't make any freaking sense, man. It's so stupid. It's just like so utterly. Oh man, like some writers, um, and you know what? I'm just gonna say it, man. I'm pretty sure they went with the whole slavery angle because they had an agenda. That's what I'm thinking. Um, I don't know for sure because I haven't read it, and I who the hell wants to read that? So I'm not gonna. But really, it sounds to me like, oh, how do we inject our our strange fetishes? And I will say they're fetishes because um, if you ask like Key and Peele, well, I think are onto something. And I love is it Keys, the horror director? The like Get Out was awesome. I thought it was really good. Um oh, hey Trustfall. No, I appreciate you saying hi. I was blabbing on about I can't remember his name, Keenan Peele, but thanks for stopping in. Nice to hear from you. I was going on about how weird Hollywood is. If you're not around, that's okay. But he was I have to agree with him. He's saying they have some weird like racial fetishes, and I think his movies like really hit on something deep and psychological that's actually going on there. Um, like Get Out was such a good movie, but it's extra creepy when you think about it in the context of like that's what Hollywood's really like. Did that work? Close. It's a little bit too much. I think maybe I was too heavy-handed. Let's go. Yeah, that looks. Apply my texture all over the place. Maybe that needs a little bit more black. Unlike Hollywood, um, they're going crazy over there. Just ask Keenan Peele. Keenan Michael Peele? I don't know. I need to watch his other movies. I think Get Out's the only one I've ever seen. There we go. I forgot how to do this all of a sudden. Oh, I like that it makes my friend angry when I say all of a sudden. When anybody says all of a sudden, you're supposed to say suddenly. It's like, I don't know at this point, really. I think it's pretty much just a phrase. That looks better. I'm still not convinced. Not sure if there's something I can, or what exactly I need to do about that. Let's soften it up again with some more of this. But I mean, I don't know. I don't understand why else they might go with that angle. It's just really horrible. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And this, of course, I like consistently rag on Badlands. I really dislike that movie. Really, really dislike it. It's so bloody awful. And I think it's like, why, why is there so much, why is there so much references to Shane Black's The Predator? Like the cloak is a little ball. Like, dude, the only time the cloak was a little ball was in The Predator, the worst, previously the worst, previously the worst Predator movie by a country mile. Until Dan Trachtenberg came and he was like, "Hold my beer." Now, I'd say Badlands is easily the bigger stink bomb out of the two. No competition. At least there was a few cool parts in The Predator. Absolute trash movie, don't get me wrong, but better than Dan Trachtenberg's Badlands? Yep. Yep, no doubt. Oh, my hand's hot today. And there's other references too, that I missed, but still, it's like dumb, 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 dumb stuff. Like, oh, I have a grappling hook, and it shoots a red, highly visible beam. Like, dude, I can't, man. I can't. Like, how? How are you this dumb? It's super highly visible. The things the thing's like 100 meters long, a red beam 100 meters long, visible, a brilliant source of light. This is a hunter race. They're supposed they value silence and secrecy and the ability to sneak up on your opponent. And here you are. Oh man, it's just like how? Why must? why, do, why do I have to suffer? Oh man, my beloved franchise. My beloved franchise. Just definitely doesn't feel like mine anymore. It sucks because Killer of Killers and actually I thought Prey was decent, and Killer of Killers I thought was really really cool. So I thought Badlands might be something not terrible, and man was I wrong. Where's that? This that's what I was looking for. But yeah, I started super late today, so I think I understand if you can't stay. I'm sure you gone already. Maybe a bit much. Too small? That kind of looks like the right size. Maybe if I just do it a little gentler. A little more gently. How does that look? Is that better? I think I've done enough on it that I should move on to something else and see how I feel about it later. Right? That might be the right move. Oh, I can't believe I like I brought myself down by thinking about how dumb that stuff is. Oh, boring power ballads. Guys, you're boring me. You're boring me so bad. I think I think it's gonna be fun tomorrow, though. I mean, that's the whole point of a TTRPG, right? And I can still love Predator and ignore all the slop. Ignore all this. There's quite a bit to ignore now. Now that Dan Trekton turd has taken over the franchise, man, I hope he's gone. I hope he's gone soon. It's insufferable. Okay. I guess I didn't cover up these nails, so there's a little hint of them here. We'll go ahead and kind of see both of these a little bit. I feel like did you ever see the episode of South Park where they're like talking about Indiana Jones? They're like, oh, and then he bent him over the table and he tore his pants off. It's just like I think it's that's pretty much how it feels when these bad writers get into your favorite franchise and they start messing things around. Like obviously it's not the same, but it's metaphorically, squeal for me, Andy. Squeal like a piggy. Oh, and then my friend was saying like he liked it. I was just like, oh, dude, please don't, please don't, just don't. I can't. It hurts too much. That's not right. Something's off here. Something's way off. How can that be? What the heck? That's not. That's not normal. That's really not normal. What is this? What is this? Man, something's messing with me here. I'm so confused. Why isn't it just covering that up? I mean, what the heck? I don't understand why I can see that. I'm gonna try not to fly into a rage. I don't understand why I can see that. Yeah, that should be on this layer. Should be right there. Why can't I cover it up? Why isn't it going away? Dude, the my opacity's all dude, that doesn't this isn't making any sense to me. Wait, what in the hell? I don't understand. It's set to normal. Aren't they all set to normal? Maybe I should go to sleep. This is like, what the hell do I don't understand what I did different. I'm so confused. Why did this tool start doing stuff? Wait, yeah, I'm on the right layer. What is going on? It's making my head hurt. what? What the? What is going on? Why would you do that? That tool. No, this is messed up. That tool is not supposed to do that. I'm gonna try and shut it down, and that tool doesn't do that. I haven't had any user error in a while, so I guess I was due. But I hope Trust also heard me say hi. I didn't mean to be rude. I got all into my predator stuff. Okay, stop messing with me. It's gonna keep doing it. Oh, I knew it. What am I doing? This doesn't make sense. I don't understand. I really, really don't. Oh my goodness. What the hell are you doing? All right. All right. All right. Let's see. Um, gonna do a Google search. Brush opacity settings, low brush flow, or active eraser mode, or layer being set to non-normal blending mode. The brush is at 100% opacity. Checking layer mode is normal. Its layer is on normal. F5 to open the brush shutter. Select. But I haven't edited any brush. And you think that's not even a select brush basic 1 or basic 5 to ensure opacity and flow are set to 100. Isn't this basic 1? Yeah, this is basic 1. There is no freaking layer opacity is one opacity set to 100%. It is set to normal. Maybe oh hold up. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's this mask. I don't know why it's this how it could be this mask. I don't understand, man. I'm so I might have to do this thing it says. What do I hold? No, I gotta watch a video. Sorry guys, I'm watching a video. Dude, how boring is this music? Like, oh man. Alright, let's see. Oh, no, those things are up, man. Lazy G. I'm not drawing on a layer that's underneath another layer. I've looked for other layers. There are no other layers. It's definitely that layer. Wait. Oh. Ah, I figured it out. Damn it. I figured it out. I'm just dumb. Of course. Did you see my brain seep out? I figured it out. Get my music back. It's that. That was it. I'm dumb, 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 guys. I didn't claim to be smart. Never claimed to be smart. Just in case something like this happened, which I knew it would. Okay, let's see. Hmm. Man, I had. Uh, why did I have so much energy? Did that nap like turn my brain on? Made it work. Made it work gooder for a little while. Um, I can't even see what's going on here. So I decided to. I decided to draw these things this way because really, if you can't see it, why should I spend so much time on it, right? And it's actually a pretty good idea because that way I get to see my composition, which is more important than like exactly where things are back there. The stupid little lines threw me off. I was like, oh, the little lines are like the lines, the combination of the lines and the background color threw me off because I wasn't actually sure what I had painted. I feel so dumb, man. Digital art makes me feel so dumb. Like I just I just want to draw stuff, man. Can I just please draw some stuff? That'd be really cool if I could just draw some stuff. Um, but I guess you can't. You can't unless you play the weird digital game. I swear, if digital art disappeared tomorrow, I'd be okay with it. I'd be okay with it. We could all just go back to doing nice traditional art. AI would be like instantly dead. So it wouldn't have anything to steal anymore. Of course. Why would you? Mm, that's probably wrong. Let's see, you can't see anything back there. Shouldn't worry about it. No idea what's going on there myself, so maybe we'll hit this ever so lightly with this. Because there might be a little light there. I don't know. Actually, see, now I'm bothered. I told myself, no, I'm not gonna look back there and see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna do it. And now look. And now look. Actually, that's not that bad. Yeah, that's not that bad. It should be a little lighter, and that's fine with me. We'll leave that. Yep, good enough. I hope I get a band that isn't all power ballads soon. Stuff's bringing me down. I'm listening to 2025 for 2024's full entire playlist from NWOTHM, which I think means like New World of True Heavy Metal or something. And I'm glad that there's so many albums, 250 some, 249, I don't know, around 250. Unfortunately, only a few of them are really good. How does that look? It's looking pretty good. I think black is definitely better than, or blackish, definitely better. Oh yeah, I might as well go through this because we want to add a little bit more texture here. The scratchy stuff. And we want to do it in this color. Man, I was really on one. And now, oh, this is the wrong size. And now I lost it. I get distracted. It's stage fright, really, to tell you the truth. I used to have brutal stage fright. I've always been uh I was kind of decent at public speaking. I took like just speech class in high school and it didn't bother me. Everybody else like got really nervous, but I guess probably probably because I was a smug little bastard and my reading skills were pretty decent. My reading comprehension and my ability to hold a cadence and just uh, look ahead and read before I spoke what I was saying. Like real simple skill. Just read ahead a little and give yourself a little time to figure out the word before you say it, and then you say the word, and you don't have to sound like slow and have a weird cadence or syncopation or something of that sort, and you kind of speak really well. Um, so I didn't I didn't know at all that I had any stage fright, and then I discovered I did when I started playing in a band, and uh, whew, boy, man, like it was brutal. It was bad. So I played the bass, and I was fine in practice, and then when we finally got on stage, my hand just cramped up really, really hard. It just cramped so brutally. Um, and we're playing some really fast, heavy stuff, and I see if I can't do it anymore. Like, but I used to be able to go a lot faster than this for a lot longer, and just I don't know if you can see like my fingers going. They're slowing down already. Like I don't have it anymore. But we'd be playing like 170 BPM, and I'd be like finger banging that stuff, right? um, a lot of South Park references to you guys. But I'd be smashing it. But the first time I got on stage, like hand just cramped up so hard and locked up, and it's just like, and instead of like doing my whole speed metal, I was like clawing at the strings trying to make a sound because my cramp was so brutal. And for a few shows, I just barely even made it through. It was like kind of embarrassing, and uh, luckily I was able to get over it. But um, but sometimes like somebody comes in and tells me something, and I forget I'm all alone. Like I think I stopped looking at the view counter because like you can set it to where it tells you how many viewers you have at the time, and I was just like, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm too small of a channel to really care about it. Like I'm gonna keep doing this anyway because I love it. I'm here to make art and share some art with people. It doesn't matter if I, uh, have a large viewership or not. That's not what's important to me. So sometimes, like in a rant, I'm all chatterbox, and then someone will come in and say something, and like it throws me off, and I go back into my stage fright mode and forget everything that I was saying, and it's really quite pathetic. But so it is. So whatever it is, it's what it is. So, if you guys are listening there and you want to throw me off real bad, come in and say hi. That's all it takes, apparently. I could really use the comment. And it sucks. I've noticed is like, why am I quiet now? Like, finally have somebody check, like, listen, talking to me, engaging with me. And now I'm just like, oh, no, I don't know what to say anymore. And it doesn't even happen to me in real life, but probably because, like, I'm here spouting off the dumbest nonsense that I can possibly say. Like, I was talking about my tried and true interrogation technique the other day, and I swear it works, and I keep using it on myself. Um, and I used to think about things to talk about before I got on, but that was when I was only streaming once a week, and I had a whole week to prepare. Now that I'm doing it basically every day, I like that album cover actually. Now that I'm doing it every day, like I don't know what to talk about. I'm just gonna talk about whatever comes to my mind, right? Like the weird. It's not a bad album. It's a little. It could be better, but the art is real solid. It's not a great art album cover design. It's really nice, really good art though. Let's hope this girl. Uh, I'm hoping this band gets better. It's not that great. Um, Truth is though, you can't really judge a band by its cover, but you can judge them by their first song. You're supposed to put your best, or not your best song necessarily, but your best foot forward at least. Um, right? You only get so much time to capture somebody's attention, and you got to put a or something that really slaps as their first track, so that people will keep listening, be interested in you. Unfortunately, I'm going on and on about it because this is real mediocre. Uh, it's not bad. Like, I still gonna give these guys a chance. Like, I've been getting most of these guys. The other thing is like we're in the era of like the girl band, and I don't like it. Um, I don't have anything against women. Okay, guys. I have to preface that with that. I don't know. It's sad I have to say it. I don't like female singers that much. Like, I think as awesome, as amazing as Arc Enemy is, like I liked Arc Enemy when they had a male singer. Um, and I think Angela did add something kind of special. And she's no slouch. She's definitely amazing. Uh, she brought, but I think that band was good before that. Um, like, was it better with Angela? Honestly, I'd say maybe just a little bit because she did have a little bit more flair vocally, but it's not like as huge a gap as like people are like, oh, they were no good before. I don't know. I think they sounded pretty dope. I bet most of you didn't even know Arc Enemy had a male singer at one point because like he's not the gimmick, right? So, and I'm not saying Angela's a gimmick. Um, she is actually awesome, and the girl that's taking over after her, White Gloves. I don't. I mean, hard pressed to pronounce a name like that. I don't. I don't know what's going on. Um, I can't. I don't. I don't know. Don't know. Not my problem. She's awesome too. She's great. But I think they kind of did the same thing that um they kind of did the same thing that what's it called? Critical Role did to role playing, right? They set people's they like no, did they do the same thing? I don't know. Is this fair? Let me think it through a little. Um they yeah, screw it. They made you think like chicks are metal. And they're by and large it's not true. Like it's it was male dominating for a reason. Like I'm sorry, like not every girl can be Angela. Um, like is Angela metal? Clearly, I'm not denying that. Or like I have nothing bad to say about her. Or the other girl of White Gloves, she's amazing. But they made it like, they got all the like, well, posers in. They're like, oh look, a chick's doing that, which is cool. It's like cool, encourage women to do that. But then like, I don't know, man. They don't like people's expectations are messed up or people's sense of reality. So it's like you're nothing like Angela. None of you are Angela. None of you are even close. Like uh like like and I don't want to say none like Sister Grendel freaking awesome. Right? Like I don't know if one of her inspirations was Angela. She sounds nothing like her, which is good because maybe you don't need to sound like everyone else. That's for sure. Um, but uh, I don't know what her inspirations were. And I seriously doubt it was Angela because again, she sounds nothing like it. But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people are like, we're not that good, so we're gonna get a female singer. Hot take, maybe. True, I think so. I mean, I think it's true. I'm all jerk today, huh? I'm all like, I'm all like, Predator novelists are woke garbage. Uh, Women don't belong in metal. Like, I'm saying everything horrible today, but whatever. I don't care. What did I use for that? I think I used this. And of course, I can't stop thinking about it because I'm listening to a female singer be really mediocre. It's just like, uh, please, please stop. Mm, how many greens did I use for that? I see. Or not. What if we go like this? Okay. Is that even a green? What color is that? Yeah, okay. Oh, good. It's over. It wasn't even that bad, but hey, look at this. Guys, that's cover. It's just some guy's crotch, but it looks pretty metal. It's a nice metal looking crotch there you got there. Um, yeah, I don't know. Looks looks pretty metal. Great. I should have done that different. Let's go ahead and fix it right now that we're here. Maybe if we turn down the opacity. That's what we should do. We should have turned down the opacity, and then we can work this in. That's the wrong color. Yeah, there we go. What do you think of that? I mean, it kind of loses a little bit of its identity as saliva, I think. So let's actually make that transition a little sharper and less blended, huh? Um, yeah. So I'd be a little small. Maybe it needs a tiny bit of black. Between this and that. Give it a little separation. Like right here. Maybe maybe it needs, that's what it needs. It needs a thing like so. That's what it needs. Something like that. But not like that. Like that, but not like that. I think it needs to be like whoop, and then like whoop, and yeah, something like that. Something like that. That looks ugly, so we'll put it in another layer. I'll put it in another layer. But it's gonna need some more spits. Ugh. I hope I get tired soon. I actually like to go to sleep. Can I go to sleep yet? No, I actually shouldn't. As soon as I get tired, I'm out of here today, guys. I started real late. And I started real late in my. I was all achy. I should have known I didn't sleep enough. Because when I don't sleep enough, sometimes I get achy and cranky like an old man that I am. I'm ready for my second childhood. You guys watch that Stargate where MacGyver has a second childhood? What's going on? I used to be the alcohol. Now I'm the diabetes. Lame. I could really use a drink, but I don't. I never drink alone. I mean, rarely. Um, and for the last like, I mean, I haven't been drunk alone in a very, very long time. So it's more accurate to say I don't get drunk alone. So I may have a beer or one drink or two drinks. Um, but even that's pretty rare, which is sad. It's just sad. It's so sad being a lame fuddy duddy teetotaler. Every time I try to look up what a teetotaler is, I don't understand it. I always forget the meaning, and I just know it's an insult. I don't even know why, but if a pirate tells you that is an insult, then it has to be an insult, and that's exactly the way I remember it used. Is it's I remember watching it on like a History Channel thing where they were talking about pirates, and they were talking about like one of the most brutal pirates to ever be, and how he was a teetotaler, like, and he ended up being captain because the guys like mutinied on the ship, and he was all like quiet and reserved, like total psychopath, and nobody knew. And they made him captain because he's the only one who knew how to navigate. And he said, like, fine, you want to be pirates, then we're going to be pirates, but we're going to do it right. And, and he turned out to be like one of the most brutal pirates ever. And like his shipmates didn't think much of him because he was a teetotaler. And I'm like, well, I don't want to be a teetotaler. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is it like teetotaler, like a baby who learned to walk, or it's totaler, like toting? Are they the same word? Do they have the same root word? Like, I don't know, man. Again, I think it goes into that thing where like I have knowledge of a thing, but I don't know it intimately enough to really comprehend it. And unfortunately, sometimes I teach myself these things. I go out of my way to learn them because I want to be learned. And then, you know, if you don't use something all the time, you are you are liable to forget. That's why today I remembered while I'm sleeping up my sleeping habits that I am cathermal. I'm cathermal. I sleep whenever I want and I'm active whenever I want to be. And again, it just makes me come to the realization that I'm old. Pretty sure this is what old people do. Like, what they say, old people never sleep. But I slept. I took myself a nice nap. That was way too long. And this music's not very good, but um, at least they don't have a gimmicky female singer. Getting tired of that. Guys just have an edge in metal, like, because they sound bigger and tougher. Like, it's not something to be ashamed of. That's just the way physics work. You're bigger and you sound bigger. Oh, I hope that yawn was real. It might just be because I'm bored, or like, I don't know. I yawn for a lot of reasons. And rarely it's because I'm sleepy. It's um. So let's see what color this actually needs to be. I feel like dark blue. His little weird lip thing is like nearly black, dark blue. The connecty part of his jaw. I'm singing about alcohol. I like songs about alcohol. It's, it's something near and dear to my heart, even though I don't even drink anymore. Not a lot, anyway. I'm out of, so I made my Dagron. He had to be blue because it's a water dragon, right? But it's like a corrupted water dragon. So I added some like teal, and I love teal. Well, so I got my complementary greens going on, and I'm just thinking out loud here. Use that dark blue inside of his mouth. I got purple for the blood. Everything, I've already used every color next to blue. Yeah, I've gone all over that place. And I even used some red. I've done everything but yellow. I can't use yellow. I definitely can't use yellow. I mean, that's not for the inside of his mouth. So what can I do here to differentiate the inside of his mouth? I think the inside of I think the inside of shark mouths, right? They're red. Inside of whale mouths are red. I think his should be purple. Let's go with purple. Right, right. Because his blood is purple. So this somehow weirdly makes sense to me. Don't judge me, or do, but leave a comment. Another horrible female gimmick singer. She's not even good. Like the other girl wasn't bad. She was well, the other girl was the last girl was good. She just wasn't anywhere near great. This girl's bad. Wow. You ever hear something and think of a nasty smelling fart? Lady, that is awful. Capricorn, your band is butts. You should be ashamed. And it's because of that horrible singer you chose. Running out of time. How about running out of skill? Ooh, burn. Freaking awful. That voice was intolerable. Another band ruined by gimmick female singer. You know, it's not so bad in other genres, guys. Like, oh, but it's particularly bad in metal. Like, there's already seems to be a shortage of talent. Like, um, I really used to think that metal singers were a dime a dozen, but I guess all the posers left, and now that those all those metal, all those guys who weren't metal have left, and the singers are gone. I don't know. I don't know. I'm guessing. You know, uh, every once in a while, metal gets a little popular, and a bunch of posers come in to just because they want to do whatever's popular. That's normal. Part of the regular cycle for metal. And then it loses popularity, and all those posers leave, and you stay to drink, um, as it were. This doesn't look bad. This purple might be wrong. Using black here. I should have used a solid color. Too bad. Too so sad. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going now. Maybe I'll switch to this regular airbrush instead of using my extra soft one. I wanted to work up to it, not lose my details in there, but it looks like I did anyway. They don't. I don't know, guys. I just know that I'm more metal than you. I'm really on one today. But it's true. I mean, it's pretty true. I know most of you don't care, um, which is is cool because I mean, that just you're not metal at all, so you didn't even realize that that's horrible and why it's horrible, and you never will because it's just not for everyone. Um, Not everybody could be this cool and awesome and amazing. Like it's just the way it is. Um, it was like, oh, you're one of those metal gatekeepers, and you're like, yeah, no, not really. Um, so here's the problem with that idea, and uh, I'm gonna make it real perfectly clear for you. There's no such thing as a metal gatekeeper. Doesn't exist, guys. Sorry to tell you. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I promise you, there is actually no such thing. It's 100% impossible. It doesn't even make sense. It cannot happen. No such thing. And if you want proof, I got it. I have proof. I have 100% proof. And that is if you're metal, nobody can keep you from metal. Um, Plain and simple. Mic drop. There's really absolutely nothing else to say about it. Um, So if you're one of those people, "Oh, you're a metal geek. There's so many gatekeepers in the metal." It's like, dude, like we see through you. You're not cool. You've proved it by gatekeeping yourself. It really is a place where the trash takes itself out. Um, and um, it goes deeper than that too because that's not the end of it. Um, that's not even the end of it. Let me get like people think, oh, like you're one of those metal snobs, mate. Gatekeeper, gatekeeping metal. You're giving this for everyone. You're gatekeeping that. It's like, shut the hell up, bud. Okay. Second piece of evidence. Third piece of evidence. Yeah, that's right. Second piece of evidence is shut the hell up. Third piece of evidence in the black metal community, especially in the Slavic countries, um, it is the norm to gatekeep metal. And in fact, they make and hear me out all the way through. It is they make their metal as abrasive as possible. And the reason that they make it abrasive is because they don't want you in their club. The whole point is that it's counterculture. Not everybody's supposed to be part of it. Not everybody's hard enough. Not everybody needs to be in it. And only people with the highest tolerance are allowed in the highest amount of like the best ear for it, the most like extreme. We don't want a bunch of softies around where we have to like be sensitive to people's feelings and stuff. And I mean that's disgusting. Nobody wants like people like that aren't real. They're not good. Um, they they don't deserve respect. Like so, people of low character don't belong in metal. Um, and sensitive people are people of low character. And again, I don't, I elaborated, but I didn't have to because my first point is absolutely irrefutable. If you're metal, nobody can keep you out of metal. It's not even possible. Tell me how it's possible. If you're metal, nobody can keep you from metal. Tell me that's not true. Tell me that's not true, and I'll show you a poser. Like you can't stop me from being metal. There's absolutely nothing you can do to stop me. And all my metal brothers know that. And that's why I'm readily accepted into metal communities without thought or like I've never been gate kept for metal. Good, duh. How? You can't. You can't. And I'll sit there and boo your band and talk all sorts of trash to you all day. I will. And you still can't do anything about it. Not a damn thing. And like sometimes inside of our community we start fights and stuff. And if you're not down to fight over metal, then you're not metal. Like, sorry, too bad. Like, you think a guy who jumps into a mosh pit with 50 or 100 other dudes like cares if he gets hurt or is afraid to fight? Like, uh, not even a little bit. That makes zero sense. And then you want to come along and be like, you gatekeeping metal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you've gatekept yourself, um, because it's not in you. And hey, guess what, buddy? It's okay. You don't have to be metal. You know you go watch some Harry Potter or something. Whatever you uh, uh whatever you guys do. I don't know what you guys do. I don't know. I don't know what it's like to not be metal. So whatever it is, you know, go go eat a popsicle sideways. Whatever the hell you guys. I'm not cranky. I swear. I'm not cranky. I just this is the this is the me I swore to be. I said I don't usually make New Year's resolutions, but I said, you know what? And the reason I did, the reason I've made New Year's resolutions is because self improvement is, for me, it's 365 24/7. You know, there isn't a season for me to just suddenly think about it and then give up after 3 days. Like that's not going to be my role, my jam. So I've always been too good for it. Honestly, too good for it. Like, uh, again, hate to sound snobby, but it's true. Like, there's no reason to be humble on this one. Like, I know that I'm a flawed individual. I understand this. I know that I could be better, and I work on it every single day. And that's um to me what being an artist is about. Like, this is why I'm here in the first place. So I don't like the idea of dedicating a certain time of the year to it when it should be on all the time. Um, but I said, like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'm I'm happy with myself. Um, I've made strides in the last few years. Um, I've, especially like I said, I'm here making art for you guys, with you guys. Even if you just unsubscribe because I'm talking so much trash, so be it. Uh, I still love you, believe it or not. I do believe in loving everyone. Um, Even if we can't get along, we don't have to get along. We don't have to be friends. I can still love and respect you, um, to a degree, right? I'm not going to give you the same amount of respect I give somebody who I really appreciate or admire or something. But enough, to acknowledge that you're human and you deserve love, and um, to some extent at least. Um, so, but 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 again, this year I feel like, yeah, you know what, I've made bounds and strides. I've been doing pretty well. Why not? Why not take on a New Year's resolution this year? I feel like it should be a rather menial task, right? Like it should be something I can easily handle. So let's do it. Let's have a New Year's resolution. Because I'm so metal, my New Year's resolution to be was to be full of more hate. And I've been doing it in more baby steps, but it's been coming out. It's been coming out. Yes, that looks good. It's been coming out little by little, and I think, you know I say hate is like a very general term because I think I don't like mean like real hate, like bigoted, horrible hate. Again, I'm all for loving everybody. Um, at least a little bit. Um, so if you don't know me, I'm an atheist. But a good thing is a good thing regardless of where it came from. And I think uh, Jesus of Nazareth really got it right when he said, "Love thy enemy the way that you love your neighbor." And I'm INTJ, so paradoxes just make sense to me. Like, to me, maybe you don't see it this way, but to me at least, that means, um, even if you're at war with someone, and you're killing them, you can still love them. Um, you can still love them. Like there's a point at which uh, you, even in war where you defeat your enemy, and instead of uh, being a 100% awful, disgusting jerk, which you could easily be, uh, you know, if you never stopped loving your enemy, then you can turn it off and be reasonable and accept a surrender graciously, as opposed to like, um, what the Bible says, where you kill all their animals and their donkeys, and you take the young women for yourselves, and like I said, using the Bible to counter the Bible there. Gee, who could have guessed that could be done? But like I said, it doesn't matter if something good is said. It can still be good. It doesn't have to. I don't have to be closed-minded about it. But I think that loving your neighbor part is really, really powerful and beautiful and good. And like I beat a lot of people up in my time. Um, a lot, quite a few. 12 years doing securities at different bars and places full of alcohol. Um, and I never lost encounter. I never got hurt, and um, I'm very fortunate in that way. Um, but the people with which I had encounters didn't have the same luck. Uh, but I don't hate a single one of them, even the most outrageous ones. And there were some very outrageous ones. There were some guys who did some stuff, man. As At the time, infuriating. But again, like don't care. Don't hold it against them. Um, the the time for the time for um the time for rage is well over, right? Like we had our thing and it's over now. Like um you, every single one of those guys I beat up, like hopefully they forgive me the way that I forgave everybody else. If not, like, oh well. I've never had it come back to haunt me either. And I've been very fortunate, because um and I think it's exactly that attitude that's kept me from having enemies that I know of. At least I don't actually know of any. If I have any, um, just if you're out there and you see me and you recognize me, or you happen to be scrolling the internet and you see me and you're like, "That's the guy who beat me up," like, don't take it personally. I'm not sorry. You probably deserved it at the time, but I don't have anything against you now. Um, and I hope you don't hold anything against me. It was my job, and you were drunk. I certainly don't hold the same way that I'm not saying like what's really cool when people started doing that pay it forward thing. I loved that. I really loved that. I wish more people would say it off more often. I thought that was super cool. Um, and the same way that I'm just like, not holding anything against anybody else. I hope that other people aren't holding anything against me. Um, Maybe that's wishful thinking. I don't know, and I don't care. Um, it would be nice. Um, it looks better. Should I give him a booger? What do you guys think? Does it need a big old booger? Anybody watching? Should I give it a big old booger? I don't know. We'll put a big old booger in this paint layer. That doesn't look right. That's not a booger at all. I want a big slimy booger. That's gross, huh? I don't like it. Oh, I saw on Instagram today. Oh, I'm gonna make myself puke live here on Artist for Hire Santana YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Kick channel. I saw on Instagram today, and it's really bothering me. Good grief! This girl decides to like glue her lips, and then she calls her SO over for a kiss. She's like, "Oh, kiss me," and then they're stuck together. All stuck together, and she's like, ah, and he sneezes, and this big old snot ball just comes up and covers all half of their face. And I was like, oh, dude. And then like I already feel like gagging, and then she starts doing the whole. I'm just like, as soon as you see somebody do that, like I have the worst gag reflex on the planet. I shouldn't be anywhere near. I should be 500 feet away from a public restroom at all times. Like I can't. I just can't. I can't. So at one of my first bar gig, my first bar gig, we all took turns cleaning the restroom. We were real jerks about it sometimes, and we'd play not it and make the new guy do it 15 times in a row. Like, yeah, I know. And then like somebody complained. I think we're all friends. We weren't doing it to be like super jerks, but I don't remember. I don't remember if it was Helicopter because he actually worked with me in security. You can ask him some of our stories. Um, but oh, um, oh, wrong paint layer. But the one day, one of our mutual buddies comes out and he's like, "All right, dude, it's your turn." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Like, believe it or not, despite my despite of my rage, I'm not just a rat in a cage. I don't know. I don't know. Don't listen to that part. That's dumb. Don't listen to that. But um, so I'm just like, yeah, dude. Of course. It's my turn. No problem. I didn't think anything of it. Um, until I got to the restroom, and it was just it was a liquid that comes out of a place that normally liquid shouldn't, and it was just splattered all over the floor, and the smell was just absolutely as bad as you imagine it. Um, that stuff usually smells pretty bad, and I don't know that this smelled like the most rancid, but it did smell very, 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 very awful. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 8 out of 10 on the as bad as it can be scale. Right, at least that's to my sensibilities. So I get in there and I'm trying my best, man. I got the mop and I'm trying to mop this up. And the whole time I'm doing I don't even want to make the sound because I don't want to gross out my viewers and alienate you guys. I mean, that stuff grosses me out so bad. But I kept doing that and I couldn't even concentrate. And finally, like, my friend who sent me in there to do this awful task, this Herculean effort, was like, dude, are you going to lose it? And I just nodded yes. And he's like, all right, get out of here. I got it. Bless you, brother. He's a very good friend of mine. Um, I just got a gag reflex, guys. I got a gag reflex. It's not a good one. It's a bad one. Um, yeah, I definitely told the wrong story. I don't know. I remember that horrible Instagram reel. Dude, you guys suck. It's probably this album that made me remember that awful song. Or listen, most of you guys, this guy's even worse than some of those gimmicky female singers I've been talking about. Come on, guys, give me something good. We still, let's see, we're on 166 of 246. So we still got a lot of albums to go through. I'm still not sure about his belly, his stomach, his underside, but I don't know what to call it as a dragon. What do dragons have? Whatever dragons have, I'm still not sure about it. But you know what? Let's work on the eyes. Let's work on the eyes and bring our magic dragon to life here. We've been saving this for last because it hopefully will give us such a good and wonderful sense that it will renew our energy and make us even more dedicated to this Herculean task. Everything's Herculean today. All my task. I am Hercules. Heracles. No, I am Hector. Doomed to suffer forevermore. This is my punishment for facing Achilles in battle. They will drag me across the field. Um, that's what happened to poor Hector. The gods were not happy as his defiance. This is what happens when you stand up for yourself, guys. Some jerk who calls himself a god comes and messes you up. This is probably why I'm an atheist now. I was always kind of glad I didn't have a Christian name. I'll take a Greek name. What do you guys feel about rock in Espanol? Well, I'm listening to some now. Um, I don't hate it in theory, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that I listen to yeah, definitely needs to be around her. I feel like a lot of stuff that I listen to is like just not that good, you know? It's like besides Rata Blanca, who is there? I don't know. Maybe this band will be it. Maybe this is it. I, probably not. So uh, he has slotted eyes, and that made me want to do them yellow because like a snake eyes are yellow, right? Or snakes maybe have yellow eyes. I don't know. Cats also maybe. I don't know. I don't know. But I think I have to stick to blue because it's a water dragon. I don't think yellow eyes would make sense. All right, I think let's make some brilliant baby blues. Yeah, this man's kind of lame. There you go. Look at that. I wonder what do we make the. I don't even know what part of his eyes is. Like, what are these little lines right here? And why did I highlight the whole? I guess I could work on the whole thing. Oh yeah, these are the biggest eyes I've drawn in a while. Maybe I should look up a reference. Nah, I don't know what I'm doing here though. Oh, that looks insane. I don't know if this is any good. I am gonna look up some references. I'm curious as to how other artists have solved this. Pretty much doing the same crap I'm doing. Yep, same crap, same crap, same, same. Yeah, doing some really typical stuff here. I mean, just reads well. That's what I should do. That's how I'll make mine not typical. That's how I'll make it not butts. Let's see if I can make it non butts. All right, so this, man, I hate the singer. He's not going to get any better, is he? I looked for a symbol that meant like crazy in Japanese, and there's not really anyone. I could have put like the character for dog, and I thought about putting the character for dog like on the little sake bottles. I don't think I'll be doing that, but we might still. I don't know. Okay, how's that look? Bad. Looks bad. Okay. It doesn't look good. Okay. Looks really dumb. At least we managed that. It didn't look this dumb a second ago. Um, I'm sure I'm just in an ugly phase. I am going straight from nothing to or an outline to rendered. Right. Um, I finally figured out a process that lets me. Oh man, should I make it size more crooked? Maybe. I don't know if that's more or less crooked. So I finally figured out a process that lets me like kind of just get things done as opposed to you mean wanderously figuring out what to do. That's I mean that's good. This looks total butts though. That is nice. That is pretty nice. I can't, dude. If there was anything good about this singer, seriously, guys, you guys are good enough. I'll drop everything I'm doing and go sing for you. I'll sing for you in Spanish and English and Spanglish. Oh no, this cover artist. Can't judge it. Can't judge him by the cover. You know what? Let me look at my monitor here. You guys are kind of corny. Maybe I should put more little sake bottles. I mean, the size got to be messed up somehow. I mean, the dragon isn't crazy. Just because Fang's crazy, the dragon has to look crazy? I don't even know how that makes sense. Thanks for nothing, Yuli. Can't wait to punish you tomorrow, Yuli. Oh, yes. Let's see. Do we want to do it? These things have like skin flaps in here. Is that what we want to do? Skin flaps? I don't think I meant to do skin flaps. Yeah, I think if that's the case, the eyes aren't round enough. What do you got against non-believers, guy? I should just listen to Sacred Steel. That's all I really want to hear anyway. It'll talk about messing with non-believers. We are the non-believers. Call me unbeliever. Looks slightly less ridiculous. Bring. Who does that? I don't think I like that. Oh, there's this white. It's close enough. Man, I haven't drank sake in a while. There was this nice bottle I used to pick up at I was like, this seems right up my alley. Great. Uh, this will be what I drink. It was nice. It was nice. Yeah. I gave my sake set to my friend though. We didn't have use for it really anymore. I mean, clearly I do, but not that much because um, didn't have anyone to really drink with. Um, Excuse me. I feel like I need a. What if I go like this and like this? I've never heard anybody sing like that, man. Apparently missed a couple little spots. Actually, let's try that again. Oh, okay. And can I just do it like this? Yes. Don't even have to push shift. Okay. There we go. I don't see. There's like a little blue right there. Why didn't you just select it for me, man? Whatever. Okay, I know what to do. I need to go like this. I could probably use a brush, but I'm gonna do this thing, this 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 effect, and try and make my own little water effect here. And try to do my own little water effect. Maybe go like this instead. Um, I forgot what this is called. Um, Not long ago, where it's like there's this kind of like random pattern that light diffuses in, and it causes all this random light paths that look super cool. Uh, oh, that looks really predictable and dumb. Let's see if we can't fix that. Why are you turning? Why are you? Why is it red? Why is it turning red on me? Do the thing again, guy. Do the thing. Do the brrrt. I don't know what he's thinking. It's like they do it in rap, but can do it in metal. It doesn't sound that good, honestly. Could have probably used in my own another pattern. Could have probably just made it up, but I think if we work this through, it may look pretty good. From? Did he do a from? If you guys haven't seen my ass commercial, check it out. It's ASS, stands for Awareness, Skepticism, Scrutiny. Unfortunately, analytics tell me most people don't make it through the whole thing. But it only gets funnier. Like, wow, I did a good job, and people don't. What the hell? I don't know. I mean, I think maybe my friends gassed me unjustifiably because um, it doesn't seem to have the same reception universally that I would have hoped. I definitely got to make a shorter version, but I feel like my friends like maybe have more patience for me, so they sit through the whole minute and a half or whatever it is. Maybe it's like 2.5 minutes. I don't even know. Maybe that's part of the problem. Seriously, guys, like you guys aren't that good, and then like you got all this weird stuff going on. Whatever. That's all right. I'll let it play, but I should have done it the reverse. So I could have just put these diamond shapes in. But we'll see. You guys are corny. Don't you mess with corny spells. Maybe I would have been better off with a brush to, to do this automatically, but I think it's detail's too big to trust to a brush. Like, I should really just do it myself. I don't want it to look like a bunch of brush work, you know? Like, I definitely don't want this to start feeling like somebody else's work. I've already put too much of my own into it. Then again, like I've already put enough of my own into it, right? It's hard, bro. It's hard. It's hard being a flippy floppy wishy washy artist. That doesn't look like water. Doesn't look like water. I mean, it kind of does. It doesn't look like realistic water. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also because it's not like level. If it was like this, because the light always hits it at the same direction on your perspective. So if it was like this, it would look more like water. I don't know if I should change it. So I was going with the shape of the eye. That was a mistake. Bob Ross, bless you. You're absolutely right. Let's try to do it the other way. It has to be parallel with the ground, otherwise it won't read. It's not gonna read. I think this is already better. Maybe we should go with this. When fixes you at 4.7? All right. Does this look better? I think this looks better. It's looking a little bit like clouds. I think it just needs a lot more work. It needs a lot more work, that's all. Let's see. If, trying to put a little bit of depth into it, but we'll see if that works. Savage Sword of Conan song, huh? All right. I hate you guys a little less now. I almost turned it off, but I love me some Conan jams. That's how you win me back. Doesn't quite look like water yet, but I believe if we just keep working it. Wrong one. There we go. All right. Well, songs about heavy metal. Digging that. The illusion's starting to happen. All I have to do is make the eyes have the same perspective. Um, even though they're so they'll be in the same plane, even though they're not, um, even though they're separate. They'll be they'll be part of the same illusion, just separated. And I think that should look kind of cool. Right? So it's like you're looking inside of its head and it's like an ocean in there. Giddy good, good, good. I'm proud of myself. Do you guys hate me because I'm proud of myself? Um, don't be jerks. Don't be jerks. Uh, Let me have this. I think that means we need to go with the lighting. So we'll go like this. And I'll go like this. You gotta have fun, guys. This is actually my way of having fun. And it really shouldn't be because I just created more work for myself. I could have done some typical dragon stuff, right? Some regular old boring dragon eyes. And it's still got the same basic shape, but it's a water dragon. It's a water elemental dragon. It's got to be watery. Let's make it even brighter. Let's make sure to save our any colors we use. All right. Make sure to save any colors we use. A little too big seems to be a good thing. All right, finally a good band. Still looks a little too cloudy for me, but I think the next layer should blend that back. That's ruining it. It's too big. Still too big. Too small. There we go. Oh, it's nice to have some good gems. See, man, I need a. Oh, I get burnt out on music real quick, so I'm trying to discover more music. I didn't used to get burnt out on music real quick, but I worked, I worked so much at bars, super loud music all the time. Work at bars, and then you work at music venue, and you always got special event. Every special event you go to that has a bar or is always extremely loud music. Um, at one point, I just got tired of it and go home and got out of the habit of listening to music. I just wanted some quiet. Just wanted some quiet, and there was certain things that I do where I still listen to music. Um, Something about that looks off. Something about that looks off. I'm gonna have to keep working it. So I got a man. I left my computer behind that I had all my music on, and hours and hours and jigs of music. So much music. Um, like Spotify and uh, those things are like they're okay. They're not that great. They're not that great. I need a darker color. They're not that great. They don't do their job really well. Like, um, but let's see. I listened to that stuff when I was either role playing or playing video games. I don't know. It was like certain things I had to be doing where I would actually listen to music again. Because for a large, like, I don't know, I really started to appreciate silence more, ironically, when I decided to stream. But so I have a decent playlist on YouTube that you guys can check out. My all-time favorites called, like, I just put like music that I think is absolutely top notch on there. Um, Smokes. Gosh darn it. All right, it's not a big deal. We can leave it. Looks a little bit more like water. It's the fuzziness of the little diamonds. They're too fuzzy. They need to be more uniform. All right, let's not redo all our work. Let's use a tool and take the fuzziness out. And put some smoothness in. That looks a little bit better. But anyway, I'm looking for more music, right, to add to my list. It's only a few hundred items, and um, you know, I consider listening to the same thing every day absolute torture, and that's another problem with working at a venue or a bar. So the venue I worked at wasn't anywhere near that bad, right? Because at least you it was bad in its own way. Like at least you hear different stuff all the time, so that's nice. But it's also louder, which is not nice. Especially like you know, it's great to play it loud when you enjoy what's being played, but when you don't, then it's not very good at all. And since I don't have my old compy, like I'm like um, looking for some more music, looking for new music too. Trying to give new artists a chance. Tell my buddies about new music that I'm listening to. That's always part of the fun too. Like check this out, check this out, like this. Um, Stuff like that. So I'm listening to this awesome channel. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. This doesn't look, it's not wavy enough. Really. A little bit much. Ugh, that was an awful idea. Nope. No, it's too blurry. You're too blurry, my guy. What about a tortillion? Hello, all this thing. What about this thing? That's a little less blurry. Mm, don't look like it's part of the same ocean. Think it's kind of getting there. I don't know. I do need to get some sleep, so I'll probably be calling it soon. What are you doing? Cut out my contrast. There we go. It's coming back. Let's get in there. Mm, yeah. I've got Yuli's game tomorrow. I've got to make him hate me forever and ever by making him go through the most ridiculous thing. I'm super looking forward to it. I have lots of hate to spread. Oh, anyway, so what it meant? Did I even explain what I mean? Like, by hate, like I want to spread intolerance, man. Like, we shouldn't be putting up with bad stuff and crappy people, right? We've put up with it for too long. Look how crazy everything's gotten. I mean, we really need to rein it in. I guess, even though I stopped being a bully myself, or at least for the most part, I still think I'm definitely one of those bring bullying back kind of guys now. I can't help it, man. Like, part of that, I haven't been able to kill that part of me. I have tried over the years, to care less and less, but I'm not sure that was the wisest thing to do now. Like, maybe I should have cared a little bit more. I don't know. I really don't. Like on the one hand, I need to worry about myself and do my own thing. But what good is that going to do me if the whole world is crud? Not going to do me much good at all. Right? So I got to make the world less cruddy so I can live in it. Like I think people with children. I don't have any of my own. Do you hear that, ladies? Single and no kids. N- None for you. I'm worried about my work, damn it. I'm trying to mess with you. Oh, it's close. It's close. There's something up with it. Gonna call it. From here, it kind of looks like water. Little soggy. I don't know. I'm tired though, guys. A few hours for the campaign. Thanks for stopping in, saying hi, lurking around. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, comment, turn on your notifications, put on your push notifications, hit me up, do all the internet stuff for me, guys. Help me reach some people, spread my hate. Um, and maybe check out my subscribe star and buy some merch. And like I said, I'll see you in a few hours. But even if you don't do any of that stuff, which would make you a pretty pretty amazing person, I'm sure everyone would tell you how beautiful you are and how nice you smell and all that stuff. And how well groomed you are and what great manners you have if you were to do all that cool internet stuff for me about them. But even if you don't, uh, I'll still love you. But there is one thing that I absolutely demand, and you know what that is. Stay metal.